Oh, Scooby-Doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too.
What's up guys, Ghost Rider 822005 for bringing up to the action figure review. Today I'll be reviewing the Mcfarlane Toys Mortal Kombat Spawn. I got this guy on Amazon when he momentarily went up back to retail price and took the advantage and got him. He looks pretty cool. They are having a mace version coming out with the instead of the sword, the mace. And if you didn't get him while you could, I would definitely pre-order him before he's a lot of money. In the front, you see Spawn, a sword. On the side, you see Spawn, half of Spawn's face that goes over to this side. On the back, you see Spawn, 22 moving parts. This side, Mortal Kombat, Mcfarlane Toys. On the top, you can see something that lets the light shine down on the figure. Let's get to it and crack this guy open. And here's Spawn, all the packaging. I think this figure is really nice. Let me just fix the brightness real quick. I think the figure is really nice. I got him for $20 off of Amazon because he went back up for retail sale. So let's get into his two accessories and then we'll take a close look at the figure himself. Spawn's main accessory is his necro sword, and if you get the mace version, it'll of course come with the mace and you won't get the sword. But I think the sword looks really cool. And then Spawn comes with this Mortal Kombat stand, which is unlike the DC ones because it has Mortal Kombat on it. Going into Spawn's detail, we're going to go ahead and get the QC, we'll kind of paint issue out of the way. My head sculpt seems to look like they missed the mark on the entire eye. So it kind of look like Spawn's drunk in a sense, but it's not too noticeable. It's fine. It just like if you get really up close with Spawn, you can notice it, and it does bother me, but I'm sure it won't bother anyone else. But other than that, the sculpt is really nice in this guy, and the paint works really cool. I like the kind of like just dark wash they gave everything part of the figure. The cape is really cool with it sculpting be different layers, which I really like. This part's really soft, so don't worry about stabbing yourself. When you do want to worry about stabbing yourself, it's with this thing. This can be sharp if you hold it. You can get things you can get little indents on your hand. The sword's really thick and it is pliable, so don't worry about that breaking unless you drop it and the figure falls on it. These are soft. And sometimes what I like to do, which, I mean, it isn't part of the design, but I just do it sometimes. You could just sheath the sword right there, and I think that looks kind of cool, more like a samurai or knight thing. Going into the rest of the figure, there's a skull right there, the white line up here, which if you rotate the body, it will mess up the sculpt, but it's whatever, it doesn't bother me usually. He has this gauntlet right here, little spikes here. The boot, I really like this boot. It does hinder all the articulation in the foot, but it's whatever. It still looks really cool. Then you have this foot right here, right there, and then pouches. So the detail on Spawn's really cool. Let's get into his articulation. Spawn's articulation is pretty standard for a Mcfarlane figure. If you don't want to be a man and do it, he will only look up about that much. But if you kind of just force the peg a bit more, he will look up all of the way, which I think is really cool. He looks down all of the way as well. He can look side to side, but the cape can get in the way. And he has neck pivot, which I think is really cool, so it can go all the way around. He has a butterfly joint, which isn't very useful at all. You can go like that, go like that. Forward about that much, backwards about that much. Both arms go out. Both have a bicep swivel, which is rotating the joint right there, but you can see it swivels. Both arms only bend in about that much, so you can get about 90 degrees because the sculpt's getting in the way. You have all the standard wrist articulation for Mcfarlane figures in this hand, but it's hard to get to, so we'll do it with this one, which you can rotate. And it can hinge right there, and swivel, and if you rotate it around, you can hinge in and out like that. I'm just going to show you now. I did take this part off and cut a little indent in there to get more crunch with the figure. So, we can just, because it didn't crunch forward that much without the thing, but with my little mod, it didn't take too long. You can get him to crunch forward about that much. Crunch back all the way. You can swivel right there. I don't know if you can swivel right here. I'm not going to try to. And you can get all that movement there. He will kick forward about that much, backwards about that much. You can see the joint right there. He can spread all the way. Again, the Mcfarlane Toys figures, not really any thigh cut, but it'll do a little movement right there. You can get a double jointed knee, which will get caught there, but if you hinge it on here, you can get a bit more movement. This one foot can move down and up, and you can't really get any ankle pivot. You can get the toe drop, but this one has the swivel hinge down, up, ankle pivot, and toe articulation. Going into Spawn's height, getting this ruler I found right next to me. He is a little bit over 7 inches tall. Going into size comparisons, here he is next to Wonder Woman. Here he is next to the Gold Armor Wonder Woman. Here he is next to Mcfarlane Superman with a custom wired cape I got off eBay. Here he is next to the Hellbat Batman suit. Here he is next to Mezco Cyberknight Batman. I really do think you can make this work, because Spawn is like 7 feet tall in the comics. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops. Here he is next to a DC Direct Pirate Batman. Here he is next to Storm Collectibles Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And finally, here he is next to a Clone Trooper and a hat. And that's my review. Overall, I think Spawn's a really nice figure, and if you can get him for, I think $40 is actually not too bad of a price. I know it's above the regular price, but if you can get him for $40, I would take the option. Or you can wait. You can go ahead and pre-order the Mace one, which will be in the description below on Amazon.com. I hope you guys like this review. I know it might have been a little more laid back. I might sound tired because I just woke up. But yeah, I should have Mcfarlane Arkham Batman and Joker review coming out maybe tomorrow. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Oh, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too.